The full Speed Duel box set dropped, and that means that there are cards that are going to be taking a look at the market today that just should be spinning down out of control here in a couple of days, so something for you to keep an eye on. Don't beg the 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Totem Dragon finally getting a common reprint in the upcoming Speed Duel set. To those of you that have been wanting to get cheaper copies, this only has one printing, by the way, from Crimson Crisis. Now, think about this. I am seeing that, you know, we did have a little bit of a nice little tip-off here. And unfortunately, I mean, your last little copies were 45, 45, and 45. People coming in and buying the super rares. But I see that we've got a couple people just trying to flash sell these. It's not much of a drop right now. You got a heavy play copy at $13, but now that you have the common coming into the meta now, at least for the Speed Duel set, this is going to be something that you'll be able to be kind of patient on here and just understand that you can pick this up later on and save infinite amounts of money. So when good older format cards like this actually do get the reprint, it's incredibly good. Cloudian cards. Now, I don't know how many of you guys actually paid much attention to this, but Cloudian cards outside the alties were money for a long amount of time, and now that they got reprinted in the Speed Duel set, that means that if you were a fan of the Cloudian deck, you can actually pick them. I mean, look, Atlas should not be a $2.50 card. Suro Stratos here shouldn't be $2. Smokeball shouldn't be 40 to 50 cents. Acid Cloud shouldn't be $1. You see the point that I'm trying to make here when it comes to the value of Cloudian stuff? It's not that the deck has ever been particularly crazy. I mean, it was kind of cool watching the fact that you could use infinite smoke balls to do some, you know, link climbing shenanigans. What, 5 years ago was the last time I think I saw that idea ever actually come up. But the fact that we are seeing those reprints come should push down the value. Or if you want to pick up, you know, tier 5 Cloudian cards for nothing, you'll be able to do so here soon. DBoys also got the reprint. This was actually incredible to see in the set, and I mean, I don't think it's going to really change the value on the secret rare because it's not like these were ever particularly crazy in terms of value. I mean, I think your first eds were more value, yeah. I just kind of think that's for the block that this is from, to be honest with you, but man, $6 is where we hit our first. You can get unlimited copies for $2, or you can get $2 unlims or $6 to $7 copies of the first eds. That is incredible, I suppose, in terms of value, but very, very interesting to see the shifts in the market price here for this. So the common version actually looks very, very nice. And then, of course, Fog King getting a common printing. Oh, Konami, you shouldn't have. I mean, you've already got the ultis at $45. You've got the secret rares still at $31. So those really haven't changed. And then the ultras, these ultras are actually pushing down. You had a market price at $19. Wow. I can see that it's been a good couple of days since we've actually had a sale, but in those couple of days, somebody listed it at $9.99, and they have just been pushing down ever since. Not much of a real market shift on this, but once again, Speed Duel brings the common versions to the table. You buy a box, you're guaranteed at least one Fog King. So common value for the budget players is always going to be good. Once circulation occurs on the set too, you'll be seeing 25 cents, 30 cents on some of these cards. All right. Also, the Eyes Wyvern also got the reprint, but I just want to point out, I mean, the GX tag version of this was, I think it was a European video game promo. This version has always been money. This has not changed over the years. Still $46 for the most part here. No real change in that, so we're still maintaining. I mean, your common versions down here were $2, $2.30, $2. Yeah, all of your copies of this, I believe this was Edison as well for your previous format app or implication. So one more version of this for the Speed Duel. How many bangers did we just go through here for the Speed Duel box set that are going to push down the market in some degree? Pretty good. All right, the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon situation. The Starlights are still $330. I don't know why people are surprised to see that this has gone up. I mean, it was the backbone for Despia for a majority of the big rundown of the event here. But I mean, yeah, these shot up $230, and then they've just ramped up ever since. But these 345 lowest verified, actually. Interesting. And you are heading on up to the $400 mark. It's very interesting just to see that this card's finally recovered value. $40 for the 2020 versions. You're still looking at about $28, $29 for the 2022 versions. So still some sort of value to be had back here on these. Interesting. Oh boy, you know, anytime that the Infernobyl cards are at the center of attention, I don't know why we just don't ever think about, I forgot this was a CR, honestly, but this has an interesting history. $52 an unlim just sold for yesterday, and then you're looking at $100 for 3 first eds back on $317 and $70. It's not like there's been a huge craze around this, but I mean, $80 for your lowest unlim, 83, 85 on up to 99. It looks like just people came through, bought out the unlims because it was the cheaper version. And I mean, that's perfectly understandable at the end of the day. You got to remember, with the hype building around the new Infernobyl stuff, you are going to continue to see the market be a little bit crazy. I see that. Do we have a value decrease in this thing finally? I do see that we did do a turnaround here. $9, $9, $9. You're looking at about $8, $9 per copy of this. Okay, so pretty standard the way that feels, but okay. Solda. I saw somebody go, Solda's still $20. I wanted to very clearly prove that Solda is not a $20 card anymore. This card has long since destroyed itself in value. You're back down to the $6 mark for these. The reign of this card did not last very long, and I don't think you will continue to see, you know, a crazy turnaround for this. $14, $12. Yeah, your turnaround on these things, they did push down very, very quickly. So good stuff, market. Baron CRs. Are you surprised that I'm about to tell you that the verified copies of these spun down to 200 and then ramped right back up? Your last sold listings were 238, 220, and 220 here. Looking at these, your lowest verified as of filming this video for this morning is $250. Congratulations, market. You officially took a look at this card, said, hey, we're approaching too much of the bottom, and then it spun right back on up to the moon. And I do not expect to see any sort of cool off on this card anytime soon, because more and more players want this. All right, trust me, just because you cannot afford the chance to pick up a high rated card doesn't mean that the other 10 to 15 people in the community that unfortunately have deeper pockets, they will come through and they will destroy these off the market, and that's what we're seeing. Destrudo. You know, I know that the supers have been money. We've seen that these have been money. You know, $11, $15. You are looking at actually $10, $13. These do ramp up relatively quickly here for the most part. But down here is where it gets interesting. Your 2018 rares, these are $3. Your circuit breaker copies, also same thing, $3. The OTS pack commons, basically $2 per copy. All of your commons are, and rares actually, are maintained. You only have 10 listings of the 2018 version. All of your Destrudos right now are some sort of value on today's market. Interesting. Prismas, I shouldn't need to tell you that this has gone up. You have past format applications, you have Vice as a Stroud coming, you have Gate Guardian. This has been a very interesting topic piece to see, and I mean, we've seen that these are ramped up $30. This is still crazy to me. The DT's $19. You can still get at least the Fusion Enforcer copies. $9. Somebody bought a first ed for $30. What? Yeah, these are still $9. There's been no change on these. Actually, they're coming off from like 15. Yikes. That's crazy to me for the most part. But yeah, that's your market on Prisma. Foolish Burial Goods, your first ed copies are still worth a lot. Like, these have not changed. $15, $14 first ed. This card was the joke for the longest time. Trade in 10 copies or 100 copies of Foolish Burial Goods to acquire a 1 Helgi 5-Brex many years ago. Maximum gold copies, dollars. I didn't think I would see the day where we're seeing minimum dollar copies, but alright. Sword Soul stuff, 180. These have calmed down. That's good. Mo Yees, still looks like they're $20. $8 on the Ultras. Okay. $7 for the other Chizos. Emergences, $5. Not much has changed back here. Interesting. Consecrated Light got bought out to the moon. Oh man, I didn't foresee this one coming. Thank you, Edison Format. Gotta love these. I haven't had any real sales in a good couple of days, but your market is not letting this one go. But what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.